this bill forward. I think it's been said before, but I just wanted to clarify, would this bill prevent an organization like Education Minnesota from setting up an SGO, should they so choose?
Representative Myers?
Yeah, I don't believe it would.
Representative Reimer?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And then a follow-up question. Did you personally call President Trump to orchestrate how this tax credit would work?
Representative Meyer?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I thought so. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Representative Wright.
Thank you, Representative Myers. And, you know, my predecessor, Ann New Brindley, said pretty often, got known for it, that this is bonkers. And this is bonkers, what I'm hearing today, because this is the framework by which we operate by. I hear and I've heard a lot of navel-gazing about, I wish the federal government did it this way. I wish the federal government would prioritize this. Well, none of us have, to my knowledge, President Trump's phone number to give him a call and say, hey, I wish it would have worked. This is the state-level framework by which we have to work off of to get money not only into public schools, but any child who needs it. Right now, we are putting children in this political battle that we're trying to have that we have no control over. It's been said multiple times that this money is going out anyway. So why would we not take advantage of it? And then I've heard a number of times this almost soft bigotry of low expectations that our public schools cannot compete for these dollars. Well, just in this very committee, tell that to my teacher apprenticeship program in North Branch, which was spearheaded by Representative Clardy and Representative Mueller. They have spun up a teacher apprenticeship program that is remarkable. And tell that to the kids who do the door knocking with Domino's cards to raise program funds for their wrestling team. This idea that public schools cannot compete or that somehow private schools are going to monopolize this process, I don't believe it, because I've seen plenty of organization from our public schools, even at this Capitol. The last thing I'll say is that in Forest Lake, we have Lakes International Language Academy, and a lot of my constituents' kids go to that school, and it's a wonderful school. I think a few of you are familiar with it. And I think it needs to be said that these charter schools are also public schools, but they don't have levy authority. So what could money, if they choose to get organized, spin up an SGO, what difference could this money make in a situation like that where we're talking about property poor districts, we're talking about no levy authority, we're talking about still public school support for these children? This is a critical moment, and I think people look at us down at the Capitol and are oftentimes like, why can't you guys do common sense things? And what could be more common sense than this to say, the money's getting spent anyway, we should have a piece of that pie, that money should not be sent to Colorado, that money should not be sent to Virginia, that money should stay here. I agree with a lot of the comments that have been made before that either collectively we're misunderstanding this bill or there's been misrepresentation. But to me, this seems like, unless you have Representative Myers, Donald Trump's phone number, we can call him right now, this seems like the common sense thing to do. Thank you.
Representative Myers for the